Alright, welcome back everyone. It's been a while, lots of stuff going on and working on a few projects, but give you something to fill in the time. In the meantime, yeah, today we're going to be looking at another fun figure from Beast Wars, another vintage figure that I've had for a while. And this is the vintage Beast Wars Cybershark. Yeah, now this figure came out in '97, and it was never a part of on the show or like in the comics or anything. At least not for a while. He basically appeared. It's like in comics, starting in '06 with I believe IDW, and then went on to be in things like Beast Wars Uprising and the 2001 comics. Yeah. So yeah, we have Maximal Cybershark here, who, as you can tell, is a hammerhead shark. And this is a very interesting figure. It has like a lot of like really cool like paintwork, as you can see. Yeah, so it has like this really cool like bluish silver and all these like lovely painted spots. Like, this is the kind of stuff you rarely see like budgeting in paint anymore. So it's like, it's just very impressive from that angle alone. Yeah. Now the figure itself, as you can see, doesn't really have a lot of articulation per se. It has like these fins here on ball joints, but other than that, doesn't really move much. Yeah, it has some interesting gimmicks too going on for it, which we'll see shortly. So yeah, it doesn't have a ton of posability other than those fins, but like I said, the paintwork on this is superb. Even on the bottom, like it goes into like a white for the bottom, as you can see here. Yeah, now like you can see the legs here, but other than that, it's still fantastic looking. I love how it has like these nostrils here on the nose. So yeah, as a part of its fun gimmicks, it includes you push button here, and it like has this switchblade tail thing going on. And then it's like there's a button here on the front. Shoots a shark head. So that's something interesting. So anyway, later versions of this, it's like there was like two versions called one called Hellscream, one called Overbite, which replaced the tail and the head with more mechanical looking fins. So you could have, it's like a freaking shark with laser beams attached to their heads. Yes, figure every creature deserves a warm meal. And then they even had another version that had it's like was like a saw shark with a different head and tail. I forget what that one was called, but yeah, that was like released in Japan. So overall, like neat retools. Now transformation wise, nothing to write home about. Like, even though this is a deluxe class, ridiculously easy. So let's just get these out of the way for now, make it a little easier. Basically, it's like, this is like basic level stuff. You just pop open the sides here, and you lift these legs, and make sure you push the head in, and then you just push this back, and you're basically done. You just pop up the feet like so, and you have, it's like a Cybershark in a robot mode. That's it. Super easy, nothing too complicated. Yeah, and you can tell this is like one of the earlier versions. It still has, it's like that spark crystal there, little rub sign. Yeah, apparently they re-released this figure in 2002, I believe, at Walmart's. Like, they had like some Beast Wars vintage line. This was one of the figures they re-released. However, I hear that they toned down the they got rid of the insignia here. They toned down the springs for the missile systems. Yeah, so you can basically, you don't have to remove the head for the transformation, you just leave it there. And that's what it looks like with the head. Although personally I think it looks better, looks way better without the missile thing in the head there. Now he also has two other missiles here on the back, which snap in very securely. You can pull them out. I think this is one of the main reasons I never lost these missiles, because like, unlike Silverbolt, you can't just like shoot them out per se. Yeah, let's just get the figure. Yeah, so you have like these missiles that sort in his back, and one of the things I like about them is they have it's like a nose art. I'm not sure if you can see it under the light. There you go. Oops, he fell. Yeah, they have like shark nose art, which is like pretty neat. Yeah. Now the figure itself has a great posability. Has like leg swivel there, and the knees and the arms. A little stiff. The head sculpt is like really nice. It kind of like reminds me of Venom for some reason. Yeah, I guess those sharks. And it has like, you know, lots of the same spots on it, as you can see. But the rest of it, yeah. Also, the interior of the like shark, it's like it has like painted like orangish red. So that's pretty neat. You can see it on the back. It has like the triple fins going. And I love how the port that holds that tail, it's like almost kind of looks like a rocket booster of sorts. Yeah. Like I said, he never really got a lot of yeah, very stiff. It's like over the years. He never really got any comics or lore until 2006. But they basically said he's like a swashbuckling hero kind of character. You know, an expert in underwater combat, and it's like a tracker. He would track the quote-unquote the pirate seacons. And yeah, basically like a very fun, like nice character, but also kind of a loner. Basically like a nicer version of the Beast Wars depth charge that you saw on the show. So, yeah. Anyway, you can take the missiles here, just pop them in there, and then this whole section lifts, so you can like shoot the head of sorts. Yeah, yeah. I said I heard that with the reissue they made the missiles a bit weaker. And then it's like if you want though, all the weapons, both the missiles and the head, it's like they basically can fit in his hand like so. So you know you can have him like wielding two clubs if you wish. Come on, hold it. Yeah. So you can have them, it's like with twin sticks if you want. Or you can just have them shoot it. But yeah, like I said, because these store on the back very, very securely, it's probably one of the reasons it's like over the years I've never lost them. Come on. Okay. Do-do-do-do. You can hear them snapping, and again, they don't come out. You have to literally come here from the bottom and push them out. So yeah, it's very neat in that department. As for again, all the gimmicks of the weapons work. You basically twist this tail part here up, and they tell you in the pictures and stuff to underswung it, so you have like this claw weapon of sorts. There. And I said with the head, you can basically just leave it there, or you can also hold it like this. But because of like the way the thing is shaped, like it's like you can use it as a shield, or it's like and something like depending on the angle, like as a sort of hammer. Yeah. Like I said, the figure is like very, very fun. Transformation is really easy, but he's got so much detail and so much personality that you can understand why it's like it became popular enough that they actually would make comics and stories about him in the future and even re-release them. Yeah, like I said, so because of the re-release, you might have like an easier chance at like probably finding it in stores like Ollie's or you know, other places. Yeah, they said the like I said earlier, the springs, it's like for the missile launchers, like have been somewhat diminished, but either way, it's like still a great figure. Looks great on a shelf in either mode. And it just has like a lot of fun gimmicks for you to play and all this other stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at Cybershark. You know, like, subscribe, check out some of the other videos I have. I got some interesting new combiner stuff on the way. Yeah, so have a good one, everybody. Later.